Ya. Oh, medio lag, hermano. ¿Qué pasa, compadre Sherlock? Camuflado de marinero. ¿Qué hicimos la última vez? Hicimos historias de Cordona y hicimos un caso llamado El Canto de Sirena, que por eso estamos disfrazados así. No es malo, buen caso. Ahí ayudamos a una comadre que se estaba vengando de unos marineros cochinos. Y la dejamos. ¿Cuál fue nuestro veredicto? La vamos a ayudar, no la vamos a sapear, pero tenéis que volverte buena. Así que esperemos que nos haga caso. Ahora vamos a continuar con la historia principal, que sería Amor de Madre, y para eso tenemos que ir a la casa a ver el paquete que nos dejó Werner. Así que let's fucking go. Ya. Stonewood Mansión. Cacha esa caja. ¿Sabes qué? Hermano, parecemos idiotas con esa ropa. Ahí. Y John, ahí. Vamos. Sácate eso también. Sácatelo, sácatelo. Ahora sí que sí. What the fuck, una sirena.
It's a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar. Did you just remember something? Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything. I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
Vamos, Mycroft.
Just look at this thing. It's huge.
Amor de madre es un amor casi infinito. De hecho. Me acuerdo de haber examinado huesos grandes y de los reflejos de la lupa y la voz de mi madre. Había una habitación repleta de artefactos, debe estar en algún lugar cerca de un cuadro bastante particular. Un cuadro bastante particular. No creo que sea aquí, ¿cierto? ¿A dónde? Pero la pieza de la mami. Brígido, hermano. Uy. Esto lo vimos.
Cannot believe all my toys are still here.
Hey, they were not just yours. They were half mine too.
An artifact from Palau carved out of bone and claimed to be 300 years old. My mother proved it was a fake. My very favorite plaything. It was the perfect pirate treasure. The first chemical laboratory I ever made. I almost miss its elegant simplicity.
¿Hace cuánto que podía entrar a mi pieza?
The most important thing is not to taste. Look at this, John. Remember how desperately I wanted to learn the violin? I never had a proper opportunity.
Such a shame. I always hated the rule about being silent in this place.
Ah, no, sí estuve aquí.
You do miss her.
I do.
Y aquí no está la pieza. Aquí no está la pieza. Esta,
Another one.
Era una
There must be
broma.
something important behind it. I can feel it.
Era una broma. Ahí está, por el cuadro peculiar.
Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
What the fuck? Ah, pero espérate.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
Y pues esto está en el cielo. En el cielo. Ah, que soy idiota.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall. It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible. It must have been something else. Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
Una lupa.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us. The workers took the artifact and placed it into the Cabinet of Curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Cacha.
Ah yes, my mother's studio. She was an authenticator, and this was her Cabinet of Curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
Una manta.
I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1, by Wallace D. Oram.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down. Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him. Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his
Vampiro.
forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
The full plate armour of Sir Robert Saunford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armour is armour, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
Un diploma roto que había en el gabinete de curiosidades. Alguien lo hizo trizar a propósito. Recompuesto y traducido, el diploma dice: un nombre del Consejo de la Universidad de Ginebra, Suiza. Nosotros, los rectores de la universidad, certificamos que el señor Otto Richter ha superado las pruebas requeridas por las leyes y las regulaciones que le confieren el título de doctor en medicina, con los derechos y prerrogativas que eso conlleva.
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. Wonder why
Pero
someone
si
would
esto
do
está
that.
aquí en las cosas falsas, eso es falso, ¿o no?
The Tulpa, Studies in Tibetan Mentalism. An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
Notas personales de Otto Richter. La señora Holmes era una paciente de mucho interés y un sujeto de prueba ideal para explorar alguna de mis teorías. Intentaré sumergirla repetidamente en la traumática situación que precipitó su enfermedad mental. Creo que revivir ese momento podría darle a su mente la oportunidad de procesar y aceptar lo que ocurrió y así sanar. Confío en mi hipótesis y solo tengo que probarlo. Además, es una suerte poder observar al resto de la familia Holmes. Quizás pueda examinar también los rasgos psicológicos hereditarios, ya sean competencias o desórdenes. Es bastante evidente que todos los miembros de la familia comparten una inteligencia superior poco común. Parece que la condición de la madre ha empezado a afectar a la mente del más joven de los chicos, Sherlock, aunque no puedo llevar a cabo un examen médico en condiciones debido a la sobreprotección del hijo mayor. Parece que el chico sufre alucinaciones permanentes que toman la forma de un amigo imaginario, John. Brígido. Nos fuimos a la vez. Mi querido hermano, carta del hermano de Otto. He oído que has llegado hace poco a Cordona. ¿Has venido a verme? Echo de menos nuestras conversaciones vespertinas, aunque nunca estuviéramos de acuerdo. En Cordona hay ahora una asombrosa galería de arte que visito todos los jueves. Reúnete conmigo allí y no me busques como Klaus. Ya no uso ese nombre. Oh, hermano. Va a desaparecer.
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets. The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
¿Quién es Roger? Goldie Roger. Goldie Roger. Tarjetas.
So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand. Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting. Officer Luciano J. Placido.
Estimado señor Holmes, acepte por favor mi más sentida gratitud por su reciente ayuda con un asunto tan personal. Me dan escalofríos solo de pensar lo que habría ocurrido de no ser por su aguda vista y su mente afilada. Desde luego, si nuestros caminos vuelven a cruzarse, le obsequiaré con la gratitud de un amigo, el honorable juez McDougall.
Carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869.
Señor Mycroft Holmes, el Ayuntamiento de Cordona le escribe para informarle que el juicio del Dr. Otto Richter por la muerte de la señora Violet Holmes se le ha asignado al honorable juez McDougall. Se ha concedido su petición de una vista privada. Por la presente le informamos de que el fiscal le ha llamado como testigo principal en el juicio del Dr. Richter. Debe presentarse en el juzgado penal de Cordona en la fecha aquí consignada. Hermano, la mansa patadita. De verdad, la mansa patadita.
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh, Sherry.
Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons. 1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire. This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake. I'm not sure I want to hear its horrifying, inhuman howl again.
Creo que estamos. Hasta que es todo lo que descubrimos. Un diploma roto. Notas personales. Y ahora, yo me he preguntado si puedo desbloquear el cajón del gabinete. Ya me sirve, vamos a hacer eso. Maestro del Desbloqueo. Estoy acá.
Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
painting on the wall was slightly at tilt. He stopped and straightened it. Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if... A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it? I think this is what we're looking for.
Vamos. Permiso, John. See you.
We made it. So what's there?
Single malt
Whiskey
whiskey.
puro.
Mycroft's favorite. Gifted by Queen Victoria herself.
Cacha. Media botella de un buen whisky, pero de Malta, la bebida favorita. La encontramos en el cajón del escritorio entre un montón de documentos. Es notable que al parecer sea un regalo de su majestad la reina Victoria en persona.
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met. Otto Richter.
Eso me sirve.
This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research.
Otto Richter tiene 45 años y nació en el seno de una familia respetable de Suiza. No está casado ni tiene herederos. Practicante médico, se graduó en la Universidad de Ginebra, Suiza. Su graduación se pospuso un año debido a su escándalo menor en uno de sus empleos. Sus padres murieron de cólera en 1863. La única familia que le queda es un medio hermano, Klaus, de 35 años. El paradero actual de Klaus Richter se desconoce. Se le vio por última vez en Cordona. Perfecto. Entonces, Accidente del Gabinete de Curiosidades.
I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what, and we didn't have a great view from behind the statue.
Acá.
Books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
Ya la primera. No, aquí hay una escalera. Sí, se cayó la escalera. ¿En serio o no? Yo creo que esa.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Los artefactos nuevos, una escalera para alcanzarlo en la balda de arriba. Se produjo un ruido repentino, pero era difícil lo que ocurría. Los documentos libros.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Ni siquiera he visto la otra. No, no creo.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Tiene que ser esa. Tiene que ser esa. Y tiene que ser esta.
Come on,
¿Y para qué era
Sherry.
la guitarra?
Let's go
O sea,
outside. Wait. Did you hear that?
la escalera para qué era.
Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them.
Todo ocurrió poco después del incidente en la habitación de baile del 9 de abril. Cherry había decidido jugar con los artefactos del gabinete de curiosidades y desde luego fui con él. Como resultado nos convertimos en testigos involuntarios de una pelea entre Mycroft y Otto. El hermano de Sherlock estaba furioso, segura que el doctor le había hecho algo cuestionable a su hermana, o sea a su madre, y que había resultado contraproducente. Llamó charlatán a Otto. Vamos viendo. Enfermedad mental. A mí que no le gustaban los métodos, vale. Los problemas mentales de mi madre podrían ser hereditarios y afectar la mente. Ya. Creo que estamos.
I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out.
Más visitas.
Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here.
Estimado señor Holmes, lo espero en la mansión de Kurt Mankios en Turquoise no sé, frente a la abadía de Cordona, al norte de Gran Saray. Venga de inmediato, si no le viene bien, venga de todas formas. Su amigo Bibi. Le he enviado el atuendo adecuado para la ocasión, para evitar cualquier complicación innecesaria.
An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
Perfecto, sacrificio de cordero. ¿A dónde tengo que ir? Gran Saray. No, acá. La moneda. La mansión debe ser esta de acá. Y...
Welcome to the Manchios mansion.
Are you able to help me?
Oh, sir, I'm afraid I don't know about that.
Ya, chao, vámonos.
Welcome, sir. I do hope you enjoy yourself.
Enjoy the evening, sir. There is still plenty of time before the grand finale.
All right.
Brígido.
What if I write an article about these people here? Can you help me gather information about Cordona's... elite?
A ver, Prensa Amarilla.
I'm so excited about the event.
You have such pretty hands. What can you do?
My goodness, Sherlock. They made a blood fountain.
No, John, it's definitely not blood, just wine. Cahors at a guess. May I ask you something?
Don't take it personally, sir. But I know nothing about this.
Do you know what was said?
Ya, desaparición misteriosa.
Do you know what was said?
Ahí estamos. Antes de pertenecer a la familia Mycroft, la mansión era de un arquitecto ocultista. Dedicó su vida a realizar un poderoso ritual de un tomo olvidado, pero los círculos mágicos ordinarios terminaron siendo demasiado débiles. Por eso construyó la mansión. Un ojo observador quizás note que sus formas se corresponden con las de ciertos símbolos mágicos y algunas paredes tienen hornacinas. Un día el arquitecto sencillamente desapareció, solo quedó una mancha de ceniza en el suelo, a lo mejor tuvo éxito en su
That's
empresa.
what I like about this party. Bring me more dirt, Sherry. One more piece, and I can expose these base hedonists.
Oh, que los escucho.
Welcome, sir. I do hope you enjoy yourself.
Ya, aquí no pasa nada.
Welcome, sir.
Aquí no pasa nada.
Nancho's had to enforce the masks after the scan.
Listo. No, uno más. Engañando su prometida, despedido por el
Nancho's had to Nancho's had to
Ah.
Nancho's had to
Vamos. La gente describe un escándalo de una fiesta anterior. La futura esposa del vicegobernador Cowden, una duquesa prusiana, lo halló en compañía de unos mozos. Aunque el matrimonio era un principio político, las emociones de la duquesa eran auténticas. El incidente provocó una crisis política entre Cordona y Prusia, aunque solo se cruzaron unas notas de protesta. El gobernador despidió a su protegido.
I'll pin them down with this scoop. Thank you, Sherlock.
Vamos, gracias, de nada. Prensa Amarilla. Y ahora...
Honey, you feeling lonely?
You should
I'll
sit
be
next to
your
me and wait
friend.
to be served.
Estaba arriba yo creo, ¿no? No puedo subir.
Curtains do not guarantee privacy.
And you still need a crack, despite being ethereal.
Look, I'm an outlaw.
Are you able to help me?
Don't take it personally, sir. But I know nothing about this.
Sherlock! Friend! I wasn't sure you'd come.
Werner, I see you are not yourself.
The more time you spend here in Cordona, the more I feel it my duty to bring you into our world and show you all we have to offer.
And what is on offer today?
Pleasure, indulgence, relief, and relaxation. You've earned some time for yourself, have you not?
Those who know me would say I'm incapable of it.
Nonsense. I refuse to believe there is anyone permitted to know Sherlock Holmes.
Huh. You may be right.
Then free yourself from inhibition and expectation. The night is young, and so are the guests. You should try to enjoy both. It's not healthy for handsome men to spend every night alone, and certainly not in a house filled with such melancholic memories.
I must admit, my travels have proven more taxing than expected. I'm less confident in my life and myself. Time of relaxation seems a distant dream.
So can I tempt you with a physical aid to your moral consolations? There's wine, of course, and something to smoke, or perhaps an artificial paradise? Yes, something more spiritual, a potentiator to sharpen the mind. A 7% solution of, well, that'd be telling, but you must try it.
My mind is my most valuable asset, and a finely tuned instrument I will not risk impeding its function. My ultimate duty is to provide the world with truth, and I do that perfectly well as is.
Duty? You've never cared about that before.
Of course I do. Exposing a lie, revealing a fact, that is a moral responsibility.
That's not morality. Morals are what happens afterwards when truth collides with consequence. Do you ever follow up on cases you solved? Do you ever see what happened next, visit the victims, ensure justice is served in the courts? And how do you choose where to direct your attention? Are there not deserving causes to which your brilliance could be applied but isn't?
You ascribe me more power than I possess. I have a narrow skill set and work within that mandate. What occurs afterward is irrelevant.
With every action or inaction, you place a finger on the scales of morality. Many in the city would see you as abdicating a responsibility.
I haven't.
Not me, of course. Morality is subjective, just like truth. There is little to be gained from indulging in it, and far better things to indulge in. Now I must insist on easing any burdens I've placed upon your shoulders. Show yourself a kindness, and try this rather delectable concoction.
If this solution truly does assist with thinking, then perhaps it would be puerile to overlook an opportunity to study it. I'll take it with me.
Yes, Sherlock. Very good. And now, our evening begins in earnest. I just remembered. I'm sorry, Sherlock. My mind's delightfully impaired. Please take this key. It opens the altar room, past the library.
Pardon? Altar room? What now, Werner?
Go quickly and find our Fabio. Only you can make him talk. I'll join you in a minute.
Fabio. ¿Para qué la llave, no?
Let Fabio speak for himself.
La sala del altar. ¿Cómo está la salida? Esta es la salida. Me imagino que está la sala del altar, ¿eh? Oh, un muertito.
My God. Was he here this whole time?
Vamos a investigarlo.
This crude tattoo partially covers a slave branding.
Le pegaron un
A blunt
botellazo.
force trauma may have suffered an internal hemorrhage. The dagger is heavy and sharp, but lacks balance. The dagger is heavy and sharp, but lacks balance. This golden handle has a bloodstain on it. This worm-like sigil has been drawn with his own blood. The victim has clenched the fabric so firmly in his fist that it's nigh impossible to remove it. The wound is deep. A precise strike reached the heart. He died right here.
Eh.
The herbs here are Salvia divinorum. They have a slight hallucinogenic effect to emphasize the ceremony. This elaborate box must be for the ritual dagger. This oil has a slight aroma of flowers and olive. The ointment smells mouse-like. I presume it is an aphrodisiac prepared from a Spanish fly. This one looks like a twisted symbol of Venus drawn in a hurry. The sign reminds me of the astrological symbol for Mars. Enough cigars to burn down the entire mansion. Why don't people tidy up after themselves? Blood. A sturdy bottle met a not-so-sturdy human. It didn't break only because it was unopened. An open wound spoiled the carpet.
Media patada, man.
Identical to the robes the guests are wearing. The pitcher is empty, but with puddles around it. Blood clots are adhered to the sides of the drain. Props, decorations, and tools for a more detailed set.
Gotcha.
This is a different ritual.
Libreto del ritual. He hallado el libreto de alguna clase de ritual. De un comentario escrito al principio dice: lea y ensaya este ritual. Manquios. La mujer desnuda yace en el altar sobre un lecho de flores, simbolizando a la madre naturaleza. El líder del ritual unge con aceite el cuerpo de la mujer para despertar su fertilidad interior. Los participantes deben entonar un cántico en ese momento y llamar al hombre que pueda satisfacer a la madre naturaleza. Entonces el hombre que personificará el principio de la vida realizará el acto con ella. No ignores a los invitados, Matista, y deja de aburrirlos. No quieren oír tus estupideces, quieren sentirse hermosos y ver lo generosa que puedes ser con ellos. Está usted aquí para satisfacer y para celebrar la vida. Recuérdelo, todos los invitados pagaron mucho para pasar un rato con usted.
How can anyone accept such behavior?
A useful tool for a disguise arsenal. Handcrafted and luxurious cufflinks. There's also a note. For my Fabio, Banchos.
Would you recognize me in one of these? I suppose not.
The capital F on the key fob might refer to Fabio. The key is similar to the one that Vogel gave me. Similar to the guests' robes, apart from the bloodstains.
Ya. Tenemos mucho. Sala de fumadores, había gota de sangre, dale. Entonces puedo trabajar con esto. La sala de fumadores, vamos.
The wounded person was here for some time. A bloody handprint on an armchair. A person leaned against the doorframe. They left a smudged trail of blood. There appear to be no further traces leading to the altar. Werner, care to explain what is going on here?
On nights like these, it's not unusual for some attendees to get a little exuberant. It's part of the appeal. Unfortunately, it appears things have gotten out of hand. Yes, some are more prone to bend the rules of morality.
That's murder. I doubt there's anything left to bend. Why did you not tell me immediately? We were chatting about trivial matters for some time.
If I'm completely honest, Sherlock, I've consumed a rather potent cocktail of substances. My attention slips and drifts. But I'm glad I thought to call for you.
You sent me a disguise.
Oh dear, did I? Well, since I found the body, Mr. Manchios has agreed that you can investigate the matter. I promise my mind will behave itself going forward.
All right. Pull yourself together, Werner.
Yeah.
Mr. Manchios is the owner of the manor, yes?
And the host of Cordona's most memorable parties. He promises even the ugliest guest a partner for the night. And for the ones with more unconventional tastes, Mr. Manchios provides other services.
What a caring person.
You cannot begin to imagine.
How did you discover the body? In between guzzles of alcohol?
I was set to perform in a fecundity rite with Fabio and came to inquire further. It was a staged ritual where he was to play the principle of life.
And the rehearsal was unsuccessful?
Who knows? I found him alone on the altar, his blood dripping to the floor.
And then?
Then I called Mr. Manchios. He was panicking, so I told him about you. We left the room and locked the door. Then we were...
Filling time?
Waiting for you was stressful. We indulged in some simple comforts. Overindulged, perhaps.
Were you well acquainted with Fabio, the victim?
Everyone knew Fabio, or wanted to. His beauty was the talk of the island. Too handsome to go unnoticed. He was magnetic. Fat wallets fought for the privilege of having him. He offered the pleasures of performance, and more.
What about the fertility ritual? There was something about Fabio being a principle of life.
Fabio was supposed to portray the beauty of life's origin. Flowers, oil. Not this travesty that seems straight out the Inquisition.
So this ritual is not the fertility rite. What was it meant to look like?
It begins with a woman lying naked in a flower bed on the altar. She represents Gaia, the earth. As I cover her in oils, we chant for the principle. As our calls reach a climax, Fabio enters and copulates with her. After he finishes, I stab her with a dagger. That part's just pretend, of course.
But the intercourse is not?
I did not expect you to be such a prude. Are you a virgin? It is nothing to be ashamed of, but it would explain the color of your cheeks. The fertility rite marks the start of our festivities. The principle of life is beautiful, intimate, essential. It must not be stopped.
Yet it appears that someone did stop it. What about the naked woman? Can you tell me anything about her?
Oh yes, Matista. She's one of Fabio's compatriots and a performer too. I haven't seen her today, actually.
When you discovered the body, was the door open?
No, it was locked. Oh, that reminds me. It's a minor detail, but the first time I came to speak to Fabio, I left without entering, having been unable to open the door.
You didn't have the key?
No, I had it. Don't look at me like that. I was mostly sober. I suspect there was a key in the other side of the door, blocking the lock.
That detail may very well be major, Werner. Well done. So you returned later only to find the lock was not blocked?
Correct. After an hour had passed, I tried again and was able to unlock the door. That's when I discovered poor, handsome Fabio.
The police remain unaware of this tragic event?
Some of them may be hiding behind their masks. They conceal many things. But we didn't want the authorities to create more problems. Besides, after a few cocktails, their incompetence will have soared to new heights.
How do you know I even want the case?
I promised you relaxation. If there's one thing I know about you, Sherlock, it's that nothing soothes you more than a good mystery.
So, Sherry, do you have any ideas about the case?
Perhaps. I think I can deduce what happened here.
Vamos. Ya, ahí le pegó. Le pegó. No. Vamos a lavar las manos, idiota. No, pues, él lo llevó. Vamos. Yo creo que le pegó, luego se fue a limpiar las cosas. Este estaba tratando de arrancar y cuando lo vio dijo, ulala. Vamos.
You're not even trying, Sherry.
What the fuck?
Concentrate. You're not even trying,
No,
Sherry.
imposible, sí, justo la
Concentrate.
llave.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Porque lo había apuñalado aquí mismo. Pero si lo apuñaló aquí, entonces aquí le pega el botellazo. Pero yo no creo.
You're not even trying, Sherry.
Yo
Concentrate.
creo que la apuñalada se la puso tranquilito. Ahí. Y aquí le tuvo que haber puesto el botellazo. Ahora sí que sí.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Dime, hijo. ¿No? ¿No? Te amo. Cuídate. No, esa no creo. No, pues muy coercivo. ¿Ah? Yo me voy a ir a acostar como en 15 minutos más. Ya dale. Ya vamos, chau. ¿Te lavaste los dientes? Anda a lavarte los dientes al tiro, hacer pipí también y lavarte las manos y la cara. Porfa, me viene a mostrar. Ahora sí.
The bottle was used as a weapon during a scuffle in the smoking lounge. Then, to ensure no one would interrupt, the murderer locked the door. The unconscious body of the victim was moved to the altar room. Once the body was on the altar, the murderer thrust the dagger into the victim's heart. Symbols were drawn with the blood. The wardrobe was used to hide the bloodied robe from anyone's eyes. The killer washed himself and took a clean robe from the hanger before leaving.
Are you all right? You're on the floor, not moving.
I think I know what happened here.
Vale. Asesinato de Fabio. El asesino atacó, el asesino ya... Lo primero. Trinkin, trinkin, trin. Fabio murió, pum. El asesino tenía la llave del altar, tenía en su poder una de las llaves, ¿vale? A Fabio lo sacrificaron al altar durante un ritual ocultista, ¿vale? Fabio murió en un asesinato ritual. No, esto no tiene nada que ver con esto. Es lo que se me ocurre. Vamos más.
I'm starting to put the pieces together.
Fabio was stabbed.
I see nothing gets past you, Werner. Yes, he was stabbed, but only after being knocked out in the next room and placed here. I do not yet know why.
So, who's responsible?
Well, it was one person working alone, and the murderer has now donned a robe. He or she could be hiding in plain sight. We have lost time, Werner, but your discretion may prove to be a benediction after all.
¿Te lavaste los dientes? Ya. Chau.
The murderer had to have access to this room. After the crime, he used his own key to lock the door. So, who had the key to the altar?
I'm not sure. As a special guest, I was provided one by Mr. Manchios. He should be able to tell you of any others.
Where can I find him?
Most likely in the main hall, entertaining his guests. He has a mask with golden stars. You can't miss him. But please be discreet. We don't want to risk disturbing the revelry. I know you can untangle this mess.
Vale, entonces, aspecto de Kurt Mankios. Pero eso lo vamos a ver, yo creo que después. Porque lo vamos a dejar hasta aquí, Sherlock. La próxima vamos a ver qué nos tiene que decir Kurt Mankios y para poder ver quién mató a Fabio. Así que eso, chipeteamos Sherlock, chipeteamos John. Eso, me gusta cómo hace eso.